So what's up everybody? I am hanging out with Uted Brick today and I am Sokool. You should know me. I'm joking. You don't have to know me. But yeah, you hang out with Sokool and the family is Movehipop. What's up Uted Brick?
What up?
How you doing?
Good.
Awesome. I was actually listening to the EP with you here together. Before we started shooting this interview. But yeah, I like it.
All right.
I'll tell you what I don't like once you tell me, how this whole thing came about.
Okay.
What it's all about. Although I got it from the intro with Ishemi. The intro laid it down for me. It's okay. It's about to go down. But yeah, let me know what's going on in this EP.
The EP, well, for I think a period of about almost 2 years, I haven't really had a body of work out. So
True,
yeah. So the idea of putting out an EP came out with the sort of like a demand. I'll say demand because people kept asking, like, say, when are we getting something from you? With the so-called veterans putting out work, and I wasn't part of that.
Yeah.
So when that demand came through, we decided, okay, sure, why don't I also work on something? We'll just put out an EP for now, and then later on, I do have something that I'm more focused on. But I had to give people something like a body of work, just to let them know that we're not just in studio chilling, listening to beats or jamming. We are actually working. So that's how.
Why aren't any of the foul mouths on here? Because I actually thought it would be like, yeah.
Okay, well, foul mouth has never been on any body of works that I've put out. The reason being, it's for lack of a better word, I'll say it is his own person.
Okay.
Because what gives birth to foul mouth is never part of a project that I'm working on.
Okay.
It just comes out of nowhere. Well, it comes out of somewhere, but it depends on the mood that I'm in if I'm ready to release it or not.
But I feel like most of the things that you address on Foul Mouth are basically also kind of addressed on this EP, like in different tracks. So this is why I was a little confused as to why any of the Foul Mouths weren't on here, because it's basically the context of what you were talking about in the Foul Mouth are pretty much also on here.
See, unfinished business foul mouth is me sugarcoating pretty much everything that I say.
Wow, that was you sugarcoating.
Yeah, that's me sugarcoating.
Damn.
Believe it or not, I'm sugarcoating.
Did not sound like you were sugarcoating there though, but anyway.
I am sugarcoating. If I were to go direct, I'd probably have 2 friends, or maybe just the team for sight, that's it.
So this wasn't you going direct?
This is not me going direct yet.
Okay.
I need, if someone wants me to go direct, then if they come at me, then I'm coming guns blazing. So I'm always just like a jabnyan, or like wake up whenever people are sleeping, but that's it. I haven't really done the actual foul mouth that will shake up the nation, not just the city. I haven't done. So I've done 1, 2, up to 3. The 4th one will come when I'm good and ready. There's no pressure, so when I feel like it's time for me to drop it, then I'll be like, there you go. But should someone come at me, hey man, it's an open space, like, take a jab, I'll take a jab back. So,
alright, so have you aired everything out in this EP that you needed to air out? Because I feel like it's called unfinished business because you're trying to get something out and then close a certain chapter and then walk away from that.
No, I'm not. I haven't really said everything for the mere fact that if I'm out 4, so if I had Farm Out 4 there, I couldn't call it unfinished business. So I still have a lot to say.
Okay.
Really a lot. I mean, I've been in the game for quite some time, so I'm well clued up on a lot of things that people don't really think I'm clued up on. Okay,
ever since I started listening to you, which is like 2 years ago, I think, you've had basically the same sound in pretty much most of your songs.
Yeah.
And it's been basically the same sound, which is also the same way here. You've still got the exact same sound. Is there a reason for that? Is there a reason why you don't want to try and get onto like a different sound?
Firstly,
in terms of just sonically, not haven't even
I hear that. For me, I can't do something that pleases another person more than me. I need to do something that I'm okay with, something that I feel. If I'm happy with it, then I best express myself. That's what I do.
So you're not trying to stay a little relevant with what's going on right now? And not, besides the lyrics, of course, as I said. You're not trying to stay a little relevant with the sound that's popping at the moment.
People don't want to rap anymore. For me, I grew up in an era where lyricism was more important than anything. So I always keep it that way. And when it comes to being my beat selection or the sound that I'm looking for, it has to be something that a hip hop head could take, could relate to, sort of, to speak. I mean, I know there's kids that are rapping. Zizo Joey Badass, the Kendrick Lamar influence and all that, they just came in the game.
Yeah.
With me, Foundation Yam comes way back. So that will forever stay with me. I mean, I tried to change, but I just can't do it.
Why did you try to change? Why? When you were trying to change, why? Was it because you were trying to stay relevant?
I don't think I've ever been irrelevant because I have something to say. Be it a boom bap beat, an emotional beat, or conscious whatever, I always have something to say. So when you listen to my lyrics, you take something away. So I can never be irrelevant. I mean, I might not be popping in the clubs, but my music can be played 4 years, 5 years from now.
But then again, the clubs is not really something you're aiming for, right? Or
no.
Okay.
That's not me.
It's not okay.
No.
Well, I mean, in terms of lyricism, this has definitely got a bunch of that. That's one of the most notable things about the EP, the lyricism. But I'm gonna talk about like the era that I'm also a part of, which is trap, and we love trap. I love trap. I love this stuff as well, but trap is also a great thing.
I guess.
Do you think that this EP, if, like, for example, a 17-year-old who knows nothing about boom bap, do you think sonically this EP will relate? A 17-year-old could relate to this EP?
You get the old boom bap, and then you get the evolution, like beat selection wise. There are songs that kind of are semi-trap, but they're not the trap that is currently trending or whatever. So yes, the beat does catches them. It catches them, and then you're forced to listen. I want you to listen to me, because the whole point for me to write lyrics is for you to hear what I have to say. So if you're gonna jam to just my hook and the beat, and it hasn't served its purpose for me. Even with trap, the reason I say I don't like it is because people can trap all they want, but they don't want to rap. If you can rap on it, I'm good. I'm grand.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter but if you're rapping, then I want to hear something. I mean, it's rhythm and poetry at the end of the day. It's rap. You have to rap. That's what it is. You can't just sing for me. Miss Linda is gonna get me bobbing my head or whatnot. Nah, that's not me.
All right, so we're gonna get into listening to this EP track by track.
Sure.
So you have 2 minutes to tell me something exciting about each song.
Exciting?
Yes. So the people can go listen to this thing. So, yes.
Okay.
It's a part of a bigger picture, but I made sure that you were part of every major feature. You were young, and so it's clouding all your judgments. So
Yeah.
set apart.
Go.
Okay, Rapture. Rapture is me venting, basically. Yeah, I was a bit angry when I wrote that.
Aren't you always angry?
No, I'm not always angry, but I do make music which is chilled. That is me venting from where I was, the people that kind of spread the news, which I was signed under them. So I was like, let me just bail out. Yeah.
Alright, track 2.
Sure.
With AZ and Milo. Right.
Stays at the Christmas. It's looking like I'm the genocide to your whole existence. I'll annihilate all of you niggas, and I ain't sorry.
Guys. Yo, she killed it on this track. Like, we didn't care about you after we stopped drinking. 2 minutes.
Yeah, Z, bro, she's a lyricist and a half. I love working with her because she's limitless, sort of, to speak. You give her an idea and she runs with it. So I'm good, came out perfect, and Unompele just added the cherry on top.
Yep, of course.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought Clarity was one of the people. I have no idea why. I thought she might have been one of the people that were being addressed on that song. Was I wrong?
Nah, No, I didn't really address Clara as such. I mean, for me, the song, the featured person on the song, because the public sort of, they saw her, which is AZ. They saw her as a replacement to Clarity, and she's not. She's her own different person.
I can understand why they think that. She sounds pretty much somewhat exactly like Clarity.
Yeah, but when you hear her, because people have only heard just that verse of hers, and I feel like that limits the idea of who she is. That's not all she is. So when people get to hear her, like her own body of work, then you'll understand who she is, and she's far from Uklar. She's her own person.
All right, next one. Music these days. It's a skit.
Yeah, it's a skit.
It's a skit.
I'm on perks, I'm on Zans, I got coke on my Ray-Bans, I'm on Molly, I'm on lean. What the hell is this?
People get the gist of this.
Exactly.
What inspired this skit?
The same feelings I have with music these days. Yeah. Because everything you listen to is just like that.
There's a part where he skips to the R&B.
Yeah, and then it's the same thing.
Exactly. I was like, this is actually spot on. It's spot on, yeah.
And like,
Back in the day, track 4.
Back in the days, it was more than rap, it was a culture we lived in fact. But they don't know the day. Nowadays, they're just losing black men. I pray that we get
I like this song.
yeah.
It's like airy. It's like, I don't know. It's like you can listen to it and it's a bright sunny
I'm taking you back. Yeah, I'm taking you back.
And
man.
you even sound calm in the song. Oh my gosh. Anyway.
Well, with that song, it's me sharing with I'd say the younger generation of where we come from. What was my influence when I got in the game? Because as Rapangis we were considered all my men, Susan's my American and whatnot. It was like a heavy influence of Venek at the time. So Umusa Mission appealed to me at the time. That's why up until today is one of my favorites. Really. So yeah.
Shout out to Musa Mission.
Case.
Track 5, Well Wishes, featuring Willow.
Man, I couldn't believe this shit. We were the perfect combination with our minds in a mist.
But we can't say that we do.
You sound like you can sing in the
I
beginning
try.
of that, yes.
Yeah, I do.
I thought you were actually going to sing. I was waiting for
You
to
you'll
like,
hear me sing on a bigger scale, sort of to speak. Well Wishes is a song where I'm speaking of that emotional side, baby mama drama, and
Got a baby mama?
hell yeah,
Alright.
infused with other problems that I had at the time when I wrote the song. So yeah, that's basically me expressing what I was going through at the time.
This ain't a movie, dog.
Era, that old black era, the black days, A game, real rap era. Thought I fell off, hit the writer's block. No, not never. I'm still.
By the way, this beat was like way ahead of its time when it dropped. It's still pretty fly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We like switching it up a bit, but not so much going to the monotonous 808 play. I have a problem with that. This ain't a movie is basically me addressing rappers out there that don't think it is that easy to rap. I mean, just because you hear us rap, don't think it's that simple. I mean, so we just played around with the concept and we stuck to it, and it's me showing other rappers out there, it's like, say, if you think you can do better, come through, but this ain't a movie. That's basically it. There's not much thought that went into that.
It's not all roses
Of course.
in this rap game. Next song, Halfbrick, Skids. Oh, it's a Skids.
How those bricks appear from nowhere during street riots? For the answer, look no further than Solomon Halfbrick Kumalo, the brick dealer.
Why does that sound like you?
Nah, that's not me.
Well, okay.
It's Solomon.
Okay.
I think that's the dude's name. That guy just stood out for me, bro, from all these videos that were coming out. And people have a tendency to kind of mock me about the whole brick because they don't understand the whole name.
Make us understand, actually. That's the first question.
That is a story for another day because it goes very deep as to how I got the name and who I got it from. But just to round it all up, I got it from my late best friend, the one I spoke of.
Oh.
Yeah. And he had his own interpretation of a name.
Aight.
Sure.
Track 8, Out for Blood, featuring MKB.
Yeah.
Heard them say niggas running with the third. Truth be told, ain't a movie, make me number, that's my word. Niggas rapping gun buzz now. Click like boom, you're feeling some type of.
This is vibey. I like the song. It's just
Exactly. You can jam to it.
Even though like we're still listening to you, but like
Out for Blood is because whenever you put out music like Tegwin, well not really like Tegwin, if it's hip hop, you have to have those lyrics that kind of show people that you are a lyricist if you say you're one. So Out for Blood is me kind of like flexing, sort of. I'd say flexing aside, because the way I played around with words, the flow and everything, I'm like direct to, you got a problem with me, bring it type of ish. So I'm Out for Blood.
Is your slogan or something?
Pretty
like whenever
much.
I see you in my head, literally it's just That's anything that.
Copyright that.
It's a slogan.
Yeah, you could call it that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last track, finished outro.
Yeah.
Just gotta be me. I ain't say nothing about it, man. It's still business about it.
Yeah.
That's me telling people that I'm not finished with whatever it is that I have to say. So that outro, sort of to speak, is me telling people that I can't really make music that pleases them. I need to do something that I'm happy with before I give it to them. I have to be happy with the product that I issue out. So that's basically it. There's more to come after that. That's like a bridge. Yeah.
What song on this EP did you enjoy making?
People have always considered me as a conscious rapper.
I actually considered you as a battle rapper for some reason.
Yeah, I think Falma probably gave you that idea.
Okay.
The first song I've ever put out, or first song I've ever recorded was after I lost a best friend and my dad. So I wrote, like I said to you before, I expressed through music. So I wrote a song which seemed like things that I wanted to question, but I couldn't question them anymore. So that painted me as like an emotional, conscious rapper, what. So when it comes to writing about feelings, I enjoy that because I don't have to curse anyone, I don't have to go that hard or prove a point to it. It's just me storytelling, more like telling you what I was going through at the time when I constructed that song. So for me, Well Wishes, that song, it says a lot, bruh. At that time, I was going through a period where my friend Uswave actually said something similar. I remember this. I'll never forget the day where he said, bruh, if it's not working out for you, walk away. And this was a relationship at the time. And this is like maybe 4 years back.
Okay.
So I was going through a process, like, we all have feelings. So I wrote that because that's how I best express myself.
Since you've already said there's more to come, what more is coming?
More to come, man. I've kind of told myself, I'll be the first, sort of, to speak. Like, we need to stick to the. People say they're gonna put out albums and then they end up putting mixtapes. I don't know if they're scared or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put out an album by the end of the year. Before the year ends, I'm gonna put out an album.
You don't feel pressured right now?
I don't feel pressured.
You just said a whole album.
Yeah, a whole album. Because for me, it's like I said again, it's not like I'm gonna be shifting to a sound that is trending. I'm just gonna be, it's gonna be my story.
You said there's a foul mouth happening somewhere there.
Oh yeah.
It's happening, right? Another one.
It's already there. I already have foul mouth. Foul mouth, whenever I finish one, there's already another one. But I just keep it there because I'm decided if I'll put it on an album or just put it out as a single again, like just the track.
We're getting into videos also?
Yeah, you are, man. We be shooting 1 or 2 videos.
Can I be on it? Can we hop on it? I'm joking.
We'll let you know. We'll holler at you.
I'm joking, guys. I'm joking.
That's it.
Yeah, this is dope, man.
Thanks.
This is dope.
Thanks,
overall, shame. It was dope. It was no shame. It was, even though I think I've said what I didn't like about it. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Good, right. Overall, though, it was great. I enjoyed it, Shim. I'll probably still enjoy it.
We're happy that there's some positive news you have.
Of course there's positive news. You're a great rapper.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for answering my questions, man. Thank you guys for watching. This has been a Movehipop initiative alongside Foresight. And thank you so much for watching this. Yeah, it's a big booty thug. That's my AKA, by the way. But otherwise known as DJ Sokool.
Wiki,
Shop, shop.
wiki, wow.